Good morning. So with Spirit of Racine behind us, most people are going to be focusing on their Ironman, which is probably your A race, and there's a bunch of them coming up in the fall. A lot of people are going to be training for Ironman Madison. Many people will train for Tremblant or Louisville. So I thought I'd make a quick video about how I get ready for a long ride. I'm training for Tremblant, so I have a pretty long day today. I have about a 5K swim, a 5-hour ride, and a 30-minute run, and I want it to go as fast as possible. So I'm going to swim first, and then I like to make the transition between swimming, biking, and running short as possible so I can get done and get on with my day. So we'll talk about my nutrition strategy and then how I make the transitions pretty easy, even though I'm doing it from my house. So the first thing is nutrition. I get up in the morning, I have a good breakfast, and then I have some everyday hydration mix from Skratch Labs, which is great. I try not to drink a lot of plain water in the summer because I'm dehydrating all the time. Even when I'm driving around for work, it's hot, so I try and make sure that I'm always hydrated with all the swimming, biking, and running as well. So I use everyday hydration mix or even Noon. Then for the nutrition strategy for the ride, I don't like to do concentrated bottles because that's not really what I'm going to do in the race anyway. I'm going to take advantage of race nutrition. So I'm going to use a combination of EFS, from First Endurance, which is basically an electrolyte drink with some calories, and then exercise hydration mix from Skratch Labs, which is a similar thing. I mean, it's mostly about hydration, less about calories, but I'm going to drink a lot of water. I'm going to aim for two plus bottles an hour, which is a bottle every 30 minutes, which is going to get me probably 300 to 400 calories an hour by the time I'm done. So in each one of these big bottles, I'm going to start off by putting 2 scoops of EFS. And like I said, I'm going to aim for 1 bottle every 30 minutes. There's 90 calories in each scoop of EFS, so that's 360 calories an hour. Then, when I stop to refill my bottles at a gas station or a convenience store, I want that to go as quickly as possible. I don't want to mess around with a lot of powder. So what I do is I carry these Fuel Belt little nutrition carrier bottles, and I put 6 scoops of exercise hydration mix in each, and I use a funnel to do it to keep from making a mess. And I'll top that off later, but basically, every time I stop, I can only stop twice on the ride for maybe 5 minutes tops. I'm going to take one of these bottles, which has 6 scoops in each, and I'm going to put a third of the bottle in each one of these, top it off with water, and then I'm on my way. So a really fast stop to make sure that I'm well hydrated, and then when I get to the run, I'm probably going to have a really good run since I'm not behind on fluids, and I have the right mix of fluids and calories. To supplement the calories, I've got a rice cake from Allen Lim's Feed Zone and a couple bananas. So if I get hungry, I've got that, and then of course I'm at a convenience store too, and I can always get another piece of fruit if I want. Now, to make the transition between swim, bike, and run as fast as possible, and to practice for race day and packing for any time you're heading out, I think having a good transition bag is really nice. And the Tier transition bag, which I have in front of me, is a really nice one because it has 3 different compartments: swim, bike, and run. So in the first compartment, I've got my bathing suit, a towel, pull buoy, some Tier goggles. I like to use Tier catch paddles. And then in the second compartment, I've got my bike gear. I just use bib shorts and a regular top for my training rides because it's comfortable. And then on race day, obviously I wear a triathlon kit. And then I have just like a small lightweight jacket that I can use in case there's a thunderstorm that comes or it starts raining on my ride. Keeps me just warm enough while I'm riding, but it's certainly not waterproof. But it's fine for summer storms. And then in the run area, I just have a pair of shorts, socks, my watch that I'm going to put on after, an extra pair of sunglasses, because the sunglasses that I'm going to use for the ride are probably going to get full of sweat, so having an extra pair to throw on is kind of nice. It's nice to be able to see the scenery as you're going by, and then I'm going to throw my running shoes in here. The bag closes up pretty easily from the middle, which is nice. Couple zippers, and I'll get on my way. Solid 8-hour day. Hopefully it only takes me about 8.5 hours with stops and everything, which would be ideal. And then button this up. So I'm going to take this out, put it in the garage. Going to go swim when I get back. I'm going to have swim, bike, run gear, get my training day in, and then get on with life. Making this easy solves a lot of problems as far as frustration, and then it prepares you really well for race day. So be safe out there on your rides, and good luck with your training.